Welcome, Pisces, Aries, to your mid-month reading of what's happening. Got the what's gossip cards. Let's get into tea time. Tea time. Makes me want to have a little bell. Ding, ding. I mean, I guess I could add one if I wanted to. But let's get in here and see what's going on. Maybe next time. Be creative, right? Okay, guys. What's happening in this beautiful mid-month for the beautiful Pisces, Aries? Ooh. Bounce back. Resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determined to rise again. Can't keep me down. I'm Pisces, Aries. I'm coming back. Watch out. Okay. In the recent past, excuse me, you do have clickbait. Ooh, shocking. You won't believe this story. Yeah, I might not. Misleading headlines. Empty promises, exaggerated truths. Not what it seems. Somebody's been clickbaiting you. That makes me, I don't know. I'm actually, yeah. I'm kind of like, huh, really? Photoshopped, fake perfection. Wow. Artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filtered beyond recognition. What are you guys dealing with over here? What the? So whatever it is, you know what Photoshop means, right? So, I mean, this person's obviously not who they appear to be. So, I mean, if you are trying to online date or something, they could have been showing you that they're just like, you know, well, I look 28, but I'm really 55. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over here. I look 55. They could be 28, but look 55. I don't know, right? Something's going on here. It definitely, whatever that card really means, it pretty much, it just means it's not what it seems, right? That's all it really means. It doesn't even have to be anything like that. It just means that whatever's going on is not what it seems, because there's exaggerated truths. Okay, okay. And that says not what it seems, and this is not what it seems. There is definitely something here, and it triggers the crap out of you. Oh, near future, triggered, emotional reactions. Now, it makes you wonder, though, is this you or is it them? Oh, that's an interesting thing. Because remember, guys, sometimes the energy does not have to be all your energy. It could be their energy coming into you, right? So, unresolved room, facing past hurts. Why does this bother me? It could be you, though. Why is it bothering me so much? Maybe you gave a lot of time and effort into somebody who just exaggerated a bunch of shit, told you a bunch of lies. I mean, that hurts. Especially if you put a lot of, I mean, maybe you're online dating and you gave this person the benefit of the doubt, and then you realize it's not what it appears. The bottom of the deck, you have spilled tea. Secrets exposed. Okay. Okay. Oops, it's out. Okay, what's the next card? Yes, a lot of you, it's online dating. Okay, I'm going to take these two cards here because for a lot of you, it could be online dating. And then you have the oops, it's out. Secrets exposed. What's underneath that card too? A blind date could be love or disaster. Well, obviously this is a disaster if you're triggered. But you were a hopeless romantic in this situation. And it says trust the signs. There's got to be, yeah, there's got to be some kind of red flags going on that weren't exposed till later. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on. Going straight into the recent past over here. Clickbait. Lesser of two evils, no right choice. Confusion, indecision, information overload. Misleading headlines. Someone's exaggerating this truth for sure. Okay. The only thing I really see here, guys, it's kind of a tricky one here, isn't it? In the past, you were stuck in this state of absolute indecision, right? Two of Swords. Let's just start here for a second. Overthinking, emotional paralysis. I don't know where I'm going. I'm completely stuck. I don't know, you know, there's a lot of information coming towards me. Should I believe this or not? Is this exaggerated truth? It's like you're asking yourself, is this for real? You're trying to ignore your gut instincts because you wanted to believe this flashy, this great story, this, right? You want to believe this. But there's something deep down inside you that keeps saying, okay, look, something's not right. It's like you knew something was not right, but it's like you had your hands over your eyes and you were trying to force yourself to not see it. You were like, no, that's not it. So I do feel like you were trying to ignore your gut feelings. And maybe it's because it was something really awesome that you really wanted, right? Sometimes we don't always want to see the truth because what we see in front of us is so awesome. So you could have felt like, okay, it wasn't my intuition, it's just my ego mind, you know, because it doesn't want me to have good things. You know what I mean? It's my own. But that's not it. It was actually your intuition. So trying to force a balance that didn't exist, trying to make, like, wanting to know this so bad. It's kind of like, you know what this reminds me of? I see it all the time too, right? If you guys are a part of any kind of, you know, because I am, right? You have these bands, right? You're part of like these online bands, and then they come and, you know, and they pretend to be this person. And so many people have, you know, oh, I'm talking to this person and I know this person. And you don't want to believe that it's a scam. You don't want to believe that it's a fake person, right? A scam artist or whatever. You want to believe it's the truth. So I just feel like you want to believe that this, whatever is going on here, whatever it is real. But it's got you stuck to this place where you stopped, you know, it's like you're stopping avoiding the truth and realizing what's going on. Something is going to happen. What is happening? What's happening that gets this truth out? So in the present now, you're really going to find out this truth, where you still are like between in the past, the recent past, is this real or not? Are they really taking me for my money? Are they really taking me for advantage? Could be even, you know, if it's not online, it could be actually a company you work for. Take it how it, you know, it can even be a person you're, you know, with all the time. Maybe that they're not married and they are married. Take it how it is. But there's unrealistic standards here. Well, we do see one thing. They stopped giving you as much attention as that they were giving you before. Or you stopped giving them the attention. This is you, though. That's King of Cups. That's you. I feel like they stopped giving you the attention. Or slowed down the attention. Is this because you called? Yeah, giving and receiving. It's like that's the same thing. They stopped giving that attention where they were very generous. Look, guys, if you know it's you, put it where you need to be and where they need to be, okay? Because no matter what, someone has stopped giving the attention, stopped giving the generosity that was once there before. Or was it that they stopped giving so much attention and generosity that you also pulled back as well? But this is where you start understanding. This is where your optimism, you're moving out of that certain situation because you realize there's something up. Something's up. Trying to release the pain because you realize you may have been duped. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Some kind of manipulation. I am just hoping that if this is some kind of situation, you guys didn't give lots of money to somebody. Because for some of you, you could have given a lot of money and then they kind of dissed you. And you realize they're not who you think the situation wasn't exactly the way they made it sound. They aren't exactly who you think they are. I feel duped over here. I mean, because no matter what, this person's completely flipped the playbook and you're realizing that they are not who you thought they were at all. Because as soon as you did something for them, that's what it looks like, or you found out something about them, they completely dipped. They're completely dipping. And, you know, that doesn't even mean that they're completely 100% ghosting you. They might be back and forth. They're just keeping it light. And this is where I feel like you're triggered. You're triggered because you're facing the past hurts. Yep. You're trying not to let it hurt you. You're trying not to let this affect you. You're trying your hardest over here to bounce back. You're trying your hardest to say, you know what? Bird is the word. Buzz off, right? So you're trying to keep as optimistic about the situation as possible. But it hurts. I do feel in that if they have kind of ghosted you, let's just say they did. I don't see a ghosting card yet, but I can feel it. Slowed down or ghosted, because we know that they've slowed down. It looks like they could be returning over here. Yeah, but here comes those text messages. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn or Sagittarius. It could even be a Cap Aqua Cusp or a Sag Cap Cusp. It doesn't have to be any of the above, guys, okay? But you do all of a sudden have rapid movement. And you're deciding that you're going to rise again. You're going to do something. You're going to keep your head down. You're going to keep yourself strong, and you're going to be resilient through this situation. All of these messages from this person start rapidly coming in, telling you that they have hope and faith that you guys can be together, having hope and faith that we can work this out, having hope and faith that we can organize this situation better, be more committed to each other, get our, right? Get our balance back. Not feeling so overwhelmed, but it's saying it doesn't matter because you are overwhelmed, but they also come overwhelmed. They come back overwhelmed. Speaking of all these things, delusions, fantasy, rose-colored glasses, overwhelmed, trying to get you overwhelmed by all these choices, but you're making the choice over here to say, I'm not today, Satan. Sorry, that's exactly what it is. Because no matter what, there's some lies going on in this situation. It's kind of crazy because it's like they're trying to avoid conflict with you by telling you fantasies. Oh, we don't need to fight about this situation. We don't need to argue about this situation. We don't need to do this. Come on, we'll work it out. It's manipulation at its finest. Whatever you were told is not true. Whatever you think you found out is not true. Whatever leaked information came out is not true. And they're trying to manipulate it with lies on top of lies on top of lies, trying to get you back into that situation with them. But you're saying, I'm stronger than this, I know better than this, and this is why you feel triggered. Feel triggered because you know the truth, and the more that they're trying to manipulate you, the more it's making you mad. So yeah, your emotions are, all over the place. But you already know the truth, my friends. You don't have to sit in lies. You don't have to sit in discontent. You don't have to sit in confusion. Do not allow this person to confuse you because they're the master manipulator. And boy, are they a master manipulator. At the bottom of the deck I had, I'm sorry. Yeah, bottom of the deck, doesn't matter, it's imbalance. No, over here, we have master manipulator to manipulator. That's a master manipulator. Why? That's the Emperor in reverse to the Magician. Mastering. They know what they're doing. And if they could break you and try to get you down to their level, then they can feel like they win. But all you feel right now is like there's shattered dreams. They've from their lies. Yeah, betrayal. And like I said, for some of you, it could be definitely an Aquarius. And you might not even know they're an Aquarius. They, you know, if this is a fake person, they may be trying to tell you, hey, no, I'm not an Aquarius, I'm a Leo. Listen to what they're saying. What are the attributes? And I'm not saying that these are Aquarius attributes, but I will tell you one thing. Head over heart is an air sign quality. The point that I'm trying to say is there's some kind of fake flex going on. And I wish that card would have come out over here. Because that's exactly what it is. Deep fake. Okay, we'll take that. I said fake flex. That says deep fakes. Convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception. There's that virtual if you guys are online. Virtual deception. Seeing is no longer believing. Okay. So the best thing that you got, and it's saying no matter what, guys, you're okay. You're going to bounce back. You're going to leave this garbage behind. You're going to no longer be bothered. You're going to find that after you're done being triggered, after you get through everything, you're not going to be bothered about this anymore. You're going to, you know, block this person, do whatever it is that you have. You know, you may say some nasty, nasty things to them and then hit the big old block button. Right? And move on. Right? Because that's exactly what it is for real happiness. And that's how you're going to bounce back. Right? If you got to say it to release it so that way you can heal. Right? If that's what's needed. Okay? So I just feel like this person masqueraded as something heavily involved, emotionally mature, tried to put you into a safe space, and then completely master manipulated you. And I don't care if it's at a job, I don't care if it's in love, friendship, it doesn't matter where it is or who this person is. That's exactly what's going on, and everybody's story is different. And remember, guys, this is a lot of gaslighting. Okay, this is really shady. And if you guys feel like this isn't your reading, you can always watch your regular Pisces or Aries, right? Rising Moon or Venus, okay? But otherwise, it looks like you're going to come out fine. Just remember who you are. Bounce back stronger. We live in a world of shady people. It happens. We live in a world of duality. There's good and there's bad. And you can't get past sometimes some of these people. They're here for whatever reasons, right? Okay. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.